Okay, we're gonna change some tires today. I'm gonna try to show you the way I do it. I do it manually. This tire changer I got here is well over, I'd say every bit of, we've been here close to 9 years at this house, and I had it probably 4 years at the other house, so anywhere from 13 to 15 years, about 13 years old, let's put it this way, that way. Now, I did change the base. It usually had the pieces coming out and then it would bolt on, but I'd cemented it in the ground because it's kind of hard to keep on moving around, and it's a Harbor Freight. The top part's all mangled up and bent up over the years, but it still works. So let me get a tire. We'll grab the junkyard tire first. Yeah, you're seeing me. I'm going to make sure. What you want to do, you can get these. They got little picks and screws. I don't know what all this stuff does, but you just need this. The best ones to get is one that looks like a screwdriver. Put this into your little piece here. It's a valve stem taker outer, it's called, or whatever. And what it's doing is bringing out that little piece. And how the valve stem works, it's got a little gasket, and when the air pushes down, I don't know if you can see it, when the air pushes down, it opens that up and lets the air in, shuts it off. So what you do is pull that out and set that somewhere you ain't gonna lose it. You gotta make sure all the air is out of the tire. Let me get my next part. I gotta find it. There's a big bar that comes with that the bar goes to that. I gotta find it. I don't see it. There it is. Now, I've sat there and put tape and duct tape over the years so it don't tear up the rims so much, but this, you'll see. So you'll need this. You don't have to take this off yet. We're going to move this other stuff out of the way. And what you want to do is I take these Bees bottles. All you got to do is move like this a little bit and click right come right off. These are great sprayers. And this one's a little screwed up, but look how much spray comes out. I actually thought this was good tire, but it's actually dry rotty cracked. So probably have to take this and get rid of it. It's like $5. But anyway, spray your tire down really good. And all it is soap and water. If you use Joy, Palmolive, whatever dish detergent you got, that's what you use. I'll grab my other board. I forgot to put it under there because this right there, I was going to put it on the other side, but I haven't yet. I was going to cut the weld off and re-weld it. And what you're going to do is try to hold the tire and push right here on the bead. It's kind of hard for me because of my hip, but you see what I'm doing. And the reason I sprayed it, when it starts to come off, it's going to be slippery and wet where the rubber ain't going to stick. There it is. Now they ain't all this easy. Some of these will take 2 or 3 people to do, but don't forget to soak it. if you don't soak it, nice hot warm day, or even cold. Cold really does it. Cold it'll be real hard to get off. It's a little nippy here, but you sit there and just push on the bead. Take your time. My board ain't in there. There you go. Make sure my board. Now yours will be set up different, but this is going to give you a general idea. The first bead usually will come off pretty decent. Then the second bead you might have to spin. And this is what I mean by spin. Because one bead's already collapsed and it's pushing on the other side, making the other side harder. It's getting close. I think I got it. Now this one came off really easy. They usually don't come off that easy. Now the next one, this next part's going to be a little tricky. This will fit 8 lugs, 10 lugs, blah blah, whatever lugs. Because it doesn't matter, 4 lugs. You want to pick your rim up, put it over here. I try to lean mine and gently set it down in there and move my hands out of the way when I get it close. Just like that. And then, give me 1 second to find something. This'll work. Old pajamas from when I had my accident. I put this down on a steel wheel. If you ain't worried about it, if you're doing a derby car, you probably ain't worried about it. I put that down so when this crushes and holds the wheel, it doesn't tear your rim off. Because this thing will tear the rim up. I'm going to go ahead and make it tight. It don't have to be super tight. Now, I can't stress this enough. Soak. The more I'm shaking, making like this turn and soaping it up. The more you soap it, the easier it's going to come off. It's going to be like something you old something. Now, this will ride on your rim right here on the edge, and it can scar up your rim a little bit. You could put a piece of plastic there, or you could buy them things that go on, and you'd be all right. But see how it's not actually trying to come off? So what you gotta do is hold it up sometimes and start, and it come right off. Now this side, what you want to do is pull on this, shove this in there, and pull up at the same time. And you want to make sure it's on the, it's got a bar comes out. You want it on the second bar lip, and then try to hold up, and there it is. Just like that. So now, really doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and get one of the new tires. Now this is not the correct size for this truck. It's actually about a couple thousandths or whatever, or a couple millimeters shorter This is a 215/70/15. It's kind of hard to get the 205/75/15s because when you go to get them, they ask you if it's a trailer tire, which it is trailer tire, but not. They made that size for. I see a bolt. I want to make sure, but they made that size for a car. So I'll get them later on. But the size they had on there was a little big. This is the same size as the original, but a little shorter and about a half inch to an inch wider. So it's gonna have to do for now. I got 3 tires. I got these Douglas 275s. They're all season. I call it a touring tire, but this is the all season. But anyway, it's a mud and snow for like $70 a piece. I got them, and I'll show you something else. And Walmart does this quite a bit at the end of the year. I've been telling you guys. Let me put it up here so you can see it better. This is a clearance tire. This tire could be a year or year or two old. Probably usually about a year or two old. Might have been in there overstocked. They didn't see it. But anyway, this you regularly buy like a $70 tire. I don't. Might not even be that because I really don't know the brand. But anyway, it was $26. So I got this, and all of these for $150. Alright, like I said. And when you put these tires on, you want to make sure that you put it on. If it's got an error, put it on the right way. These Douglas, they do not. But I always put it with the barcode out. Barcode dot or whatever. So I'm going to soak this side of the tire first. Now you might not be able to do that. Some people could just toss it on, but soak. Now this is where you're going to use your other end. You're going to put the big end on the rim, small end out. This is where it gets tricky. You want to hold that somewhere. You want that up on that piece, but you want it back on this side. And make sure that you go under the rim lip, because if you got it up on top, you'll never get the tire on. There she is. And most of all my tools you will see me using are Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh. Or from the Harbor Freight store. This is actually a $15 air gauge. I'm not putting the valve stem back in yet. What I'm going to do is try and see it's not doing anything. So what you got to do is pick up on the tire a little bit and try to get it, if you can get it sealed on the bottom a little bit by turning it, and pick up, you usually will seal. This is where the tricky stuff comes in. It's kind of hard to do. You'll know it when it takes off. You'll hear it. But it's coming off the actual bottom. They make a tank reading go poof. They fill it real quick, but they're like $100. And my YouTube channel is not big enough yet. Alright, so what we're going to have to do is I get a clamp to hold that. What I'm going to do is clamp this so the air comes out, and then try two hands. There it goes. Now it will go bang, so be careful because the tire can come off. Stand back. There's the bottom. That's the one thing that always scares me. There it is. Now, I was only pushing like 20 psi, but some of the bigger ones, if you push a lot into it, it can literally blow that tire off, and it could bust your arm, it could kill you, it could do a lot of stuff. It's not dangerous if you do it right. That's why I see a lot of these big time watch YouTube. These guys do track trailer stuff, they got the cages. Alright. I forgot one major thing to show you guys. That was my fault. I forgot to check to see if there's wheel weights. I'm gonna put about on this gauge, because this gauge is off mine because I dropped it a couple times. I'm gonna put about 40 in it. Now I'll go get my meter. And I dropped it, I said a couple times, and look how good it still works. Harbor Freight. Now I got this is Pittsburgh too. I broke the little piece on it where it held the battery or something, so I just zip tied it. They're Harbor Freight zip ties. Now let's check our air. I got 33 and I want 32. Good enough. Right on 32. Now, if this was new, you could it wouldn't be bunching like that. Which I could probably build a new piece. But these are only like $60, $70. When I bought mine, I actually all them years ago. I think I paid like 25 bucks because I had a super coupon. Let's see. No, there ain't no wheel weights. That's alright. Now here's another thing that a lot of people are gonna mess up on. See all that stuff on that rim? Don't have to be super clean. Don't have to be clean at all for the wheel weights unless you're using stick-ons. But you want to get some of that stuff off in case it's because this came from junkyard. Could have rock, could have anything. I know a rock don't weigh much, but it does when you're going to balance it. See right there, some stuff. On a wheel balancer, every little bit counts. Now we'll see if we can wipe the front and see what it looks like. Might wipe off and not look too bad. It's going to be still filthy because of this rag I'm using. There you go. And if you're not for sure if you did it right or your tire keeps on leaking, take your spray bottle, water, anything. Spray around the lip. If you see bubbles, you know it's got a leak. But this rim looked pretty clean. It's a good idea if the rim doesn't look too clean, take a wire brush and clean the lip, the inner lip off. No bubbles. Alright, now I'm going to bring you, let me go get you and I'm going to switch you around here. I'm going to move you a little bit. So right about there, I'll go get my wheel balancer and I'll show you how to do that. A friend picked this up for me at one time. I got a yard sale for like 5 to 20 bucks or whatever. They're probably more than that at Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight does sell something close to this. All it is a pin, a spring. And you ain't sure if it's off. Put it in the middle, see if it lines up, you're good. And see right here, I got dirt from moving it. You want to make sure most of all that stuff's off. Then gently, don't drop it like I did that. Just gently set it down. And this one's dropping that way, so we'll get some weights. Now you can go buy these weights brand new, probably off Amazon, which I probably will. I'm going to show you the difference. If you see that opening, the big opening right there, and you see a small opening there, this is usually a steel rim. This is usually an aluminum rim. But what you got to do is look at the lip, because you got to imagine that's going to sit on that lip. You don't want to take and shove a steel one on there, because it's going to bend that out and it'll never stay on there. Plus you're going to mess your rim up. So what you're looking for, if you're saving them, is the big openings. And some manufacturers actually make their rim a little different. So if you can't find that, what you need to do is clean the back off, and you can get a sticky weight, which I have them too. Now this is going to need quite a bit, but maybe not. Might only need these two at the right place. And maybe not all of them. You might just need two small ones. So you want to look at the weights you're going to put on. I know that's a steel one. I got one big one. Let's see if a big one works. That's probably too much. A lot of people will put that on and then put a weight over there. Don't do that, guys. Please don't do that. It's still... See, then if I... This is the tricky part. Because now it wants it over here. But then it rolls that way. Like it's off in two places. Which could be. I've had it before where I had to... I'm going to go with the heavier one here. I'm going to go two heavies. They're not heavy, but to me they are. When you can get away without knowing, that's the way to go. And see, I know that ain't right because it's all supposed to cross from each other. That's what we need, but not so heavy. This is not cooperate. I've never had this much problem doing one. Now I did over 100 wheels on that, and probably over 100 on this. If this works, I'll have to go get one because it's a steel one. Nope, still too heavy. I know it's taking forever, and a lot of people are gonna go, I wasted all this time to watch this video. I get that a lot. Well, then people that do that, don't want to watch my video, don't watch it. I don't care. I'm doing this for enjoyment for me, and if anybody else likes it. We know it's too heavy. I'm going to get something to cut them. Actually, I found some other ones in there. Let's try that. And this one right here is just where they smashed the metal. They didn't even put lead in that one. I do that, then it wants to go that way. Let's put it over here. See what it does. Nope. It's gonna be one of them days. We're gonna try to get something. We're not gonna get nowhere. I'm not thinking about just getting it really, really close for now, and then I'll redo it later. I know I shouldn't do that, what I'm doing right there. You should never put a weight on the other side of where you got to weight. I see a lot of people doing that. It's not right. It's counteracting the other weight. That's what I said, I've never had this much problem on balancing a tire. That was a tractor and trailer. making all that noise. Because you definitely want to balance the tire. A lot of people would say heck with it and go, but then your car could shake and do more damage. If you don't want to do it yourself, you say you want to put them on yourself to get the enjoyment out of it. You could always take it somewhere and get it balanced, but they're still going to charge you probably $20 or whatever. For some reason. Let's go a little heavier. See, they want it to fall that way. I think this tire is out of round or something right now. Not sitting on the rim properly. What I mean. Cause see, when I let go, it should fall back to one of the ways, and it's not. Now, if I take it off, it definitely does. I'm gonna spin it and see what happens. This is not the proper way to do it, guys. I was just trying to see. I recommend not doing that, but I think there's dirt on the bottom of the balancer. I know, 30 minutes to change a tire and balance it. It's probably more than that, but I'm making fun of myself for you guys do. But you gotta look at this. I'm doing this at home, and it's costing me this. Most places you go now, it's $20 a tire. And when you don't have a lot of money, you're disabled, like me, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's what I said. I'm gonna do some work on the truck today, and then I'm gonna take it easy. I was hoping to have it where I could at least move it today, but I don't know. I might just be able to get the tires done. It's whatever my body lets me do. I'm going to go ahead and pause you guys because I'm going to be at this for a little bit. And then I'll bring you back when we're done. Okay, I got it really, really close. As you can see, it's leaning, but watch. It barely. There's something off on the rim, I think, in the tire, or it could be the tire. So, well, if you like this tutorial or vlogging or whatever people call it, the Harbor Freight tire changer and the balance are about the ultimately the same as the Harbor Freight one. It could be a Harbor Freight. I don't know. Don't got a sticker. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Please watch one. Please subscribe. Watch a couple videos. And bye till later.